Hey everybody, it's Strike. Today I want to take a look at my Stone Armor Radiation Melee Tanker. He's based loosely off of my Fire Farmer tanker, if you've watched my video for that. Except for I did change a few things in order to balance out the resistances and defenses so it's not focused solely on fire. I'll go ahead and get started here. In Stone Armor, went ahead and took a Luck of the Gambler, Defense, Increased Global Recharge, 3 Gift of the Ancients, 1, 5, and 6. Basically, if you've played Stone Armor, you kind of know there's a lot of toggles for it, and it can be I won't say endurance heavy, but it is endurance hungry. So a lot of these sets I'm going to be using basically, you know, to boost my resistances and defenses, and if they have a chance for recovery or anything like that, I'm going to take them. Another thing, if you've played Stone Armor, you know that if you do use Granite Armor, it's really slow, so I will be taking some that's going to boost my run speed. It doesn't really help too much with Granite Armor, but any little bit, you know, is a benefit. So I took 3 Gift of the Ancients, basically for the 2% recovery, fire, cold, and mez resist, and I threw in the defense increase run speed proc for that. Stone Skin, another Luck of the Gambler, defense, increased global recharge speed, steadfast protection, resist, defense, and I took 4 Unbreakable Guards for the 2.5% discount to all endurance costs, the energy, negative, mez, resistance, melee, lethal, and smashing defense bonuses. Those are 1, 2, 4, and 6. It has the proc for 7.5% max HP. Earth's Embrace, I took a Gladiator's Armor, Teleportation Protection plus Defense All, and 4 more Unbreakable Guards, basically for the same reason, the endurance discount, the resist, and defense bonuses. Mud Pots is one of my AoEs, so I wanted to make sure I boosted this as much as possible. So I 6-slotted Superior Avalanche in it. Quite a expensive set. What I did for this one is, because I do have so many alts that I run Task Force on, I went through and actually used my reward merits for different alts. You know, if they have 100 merits, you can buy one of these from the ATMs. And I just had, you know, a couple alts that maybe had 200 reward merits, so I could get a couple of them. And I ended up buying the whole set. Didn't spend a single piece of influence on this. So if you do have your reward merits, use them. They are very helpful in buying these really expensive sets. But Superior Avalanche, all kinds of bonuses for melee defense. It has a 4% recovery and 15% resistance to slow effects. So it's a pretty good set. Rooted, threw in a whole set of preventative medicine. All kinds of bonuses for lethal, smashing, fire, cold, increases your maximum health, grants you a 3.75% discount to all endurance costs, and it improves the recharge time to all your powers by 8.75%. Crystal Armor, I threw in a performance shifter, chance for plus endurance, and 2 power transfers, endurance modification, and chance to heal self. And with the 2, I get a bonus to my regeneration by 6%. Brimstone Armor, 4 Unbreakable Guards, again for the same thing as before, 2.5% discount to all endurance, energy negative, and Mez resistance, and melee, lethal, and smashing defense bonuses. Minerals, I threw in a Kismet +2 hit, just to increase my 2 hit percentage. Granite armor is, well, it's my oh crap button in case things get a little too hairy. I don't really use it all that much, but it's nice to have, especially if you're doing missions in the labyrinth. Some of those guys can hit pretty hard, and if you've ever played missions in the labyrinth, they throw every kind of enemy at you at the same time, so you have to have good resistances and defenses to just basically every kind of damage in the game. I threw in 3 Aegis, basically for increase the movement speed 7.5 and a fire cold defense and area effect defense. Again, when you pop granite armor, it really slows you down. You can't move basically very fast at all, so I just tried to boost it a little bit with that. In radiation melee, contaminated strike, I threw in 4 overwhelming forces. That'd be 1, 3, 4, and 6. Overwhelming force will improve your regeneration by 12%, your damage by 3%, and your maximum health by 1.5%. So all of those were really, beneficial to me. Radioactive smash, 4 gladiator strikes. There are 1, 2, 3, and 6. Basically, again, improve recovery by 2.5%, maximum health by 1.13, and increase damage by 2.5. Taunt, I threw in a perfect zinger, chance for psionic damage. Irradiated ground, whole set of superior gauntleted fist, another AoE that I wanted to boost to do as much damage to as many people as I could in the area. It's a real good set. Of course, it does increases maximum endurance, improves your regeneration by 16%, energy negative resistance, melee defense, lethal smashing defense, lethal smashing resistance, Mez resistance, and fire and cold and additional Mez resistance. Devastating blow, slow power, but it really packs a punch, but it didn't really need a whole lot in it, so I just threw in 2 hecatombs. Again, you can use reward merits to get these. If you don't, they're about around 20 million a piece, but I put in 2 hecatombs for the increased recovery by 4%, and I did not use the proc on this one. It's slow recharge power, and it's also a bit endurance heavy, so you gotta kind of weigh the options of, you want damage, reduced recharge, or do you want induced reduction? And I decided to go with the damage endurance reduction because, like I said, it's an endurance heavy power, but it really packs a punch, worth taking. Atom Smasher, I threw in a whole set of superior might of the tanker, increased damage, maximum health, recharge time, increased toxic psionic and Mez resistance, and lethal smashing and an additional Mez resistance. Good set for tankers all around. Health, threw in a miracle plus recovery, again working on that recovery. Numina's convalescence, a regeneration recovery, and 2 panaceas, the heal absorb and the chance for plus hit points endurance, again for increased 2.5% recovery with the 2 of the set here. Stamina, I took 2 power transfers, endurance modification, and a chance to heal self. The 2 together give me a bonus to my regeneration by 6%. Performance shifter, endurance modification, and a chance for plus endurance. The two together give you a 7.5% increase to speed. Combat jumping, Luck the Gambler, defense, increased global recharge, and 2 shield walls for the improved regeneration by 10%. And I did take the proc for teleportation protection plus resist all. Super jump, 2 winners gifts. The two together will give you a fire and cold and mez resistance. Leadership, I took maneuvers, Luck of the Gambler, defense, increased global recharge, 3 reactive defenses, basically for the lethal, smashing, mez resistance, and an increase to maximum health. Tactics, 3 Gaussian synchronized fire control, the 2 hit buff endurance reduction, and the chance for build up. Increased to movement speed by 7.5 and increased maximum health by 1.88% is why I took that. Fighting, since I do have most of his attacks are going to be basically a toggle, so I wanted to increase how many actual attacks I have, so I'm not just standing there doing damage. I did slot boxing with crushing impact accuracy damage. I do use it every once in a while, but it's kind of like brawl. It's one of those powers you might want to use every once in a while, but you don't want to rely on it. Tough, I threw in 3 impervious skins. The one with the psionic status or status resistance regeneration. Again, regeneration for that, and increased lethal smashing and mez resistance and maximum health by 1.5%. Weave, Luck the Gambler, defense, increased global recharge speed, and 2 more Gift of the Ancients to increase my recovery by 2%. And those are 1 and 5 for those. Energy Mastery, I did start out with Conserve Power and had a +5 recharge reduction in it. I kept that up until I actually got Cardiac, and then I noticed that I wasn't using it that much, so I respec'd my character and took Focus Accuracy and slotted in a Adjusted Targeting, 2 hit buff, endurance reduction in it. But if you are going to do that, I would recommend Conserve Power. It did help, from 41 on. There's times where you're fighting big groups and your endurance, it doesn't drop rapidly, but like I said, stone armor plus with all the toggles I have, it's a little endurance hungry. So I did do that, but like I said, once I got Cardiac, I switched it back to Focused Accuracy. Physical Perfection, 4 preventative medicine for the lethal smashing resistance, increased maximum health, and a fire, cold, and mez resistance as well. For resistances, he's got smashing lethals 66.04, fire and colds 90%, energies 37.37, negative is 37.37, psionics 19, and toxic is 90. Defenses, ranged 21.15, melee is 40.54, AoE is 25.21, smashing 61.78, lethal also 61.78, fire and cold are 35.08, negative and energy are 42.95, and psionic is 46.15. Toxic is 21.34. I will say with Earth's Embrace, I have it. I control left click on it, and it'll automatically toggle the power so it fires right away. You can see that with Earth's Embrace, it will boost your current hit points up to, I believe it's 3,083 for a base, or 3,038 or 83, one of those for a base level 50 with this build. I do have the Atlas Medallion and Task Force Commander badges, so I've got a little bit of an increase there. So my current hit points is 3,132.04. If you just keep this toggle on, it'll keep that boosted to maximum amount. Like again, if you've ever played in the Labyrinth, you know that some of those bosses can actually hit for anywhere from 25 to 2,800 points damage. You'll survive that. Most other builds and ATs might not survive that. I know I've played other ATs and I've been one-shotted by them before, so go ahead and get everything all set up here. I do have, like I said, I have been, he's not a straight 50. I'm not completely finished with him yet. Haven't even unlocked hybrid yet. But for alpha, I did take the cardiac. I believe I got it up to like level 2. So I have I think it's 30%. 33% endurance cost reduction and 20% to damage resist effects. For judgment, I took Pyronic, interface, reactive, destiny, barrier. Oh, excuse me. I think I'm fighting a little bit of a cold here. I got a tickle in my throat. Didn't want to cough into the microphone. Lore, I took Banished Pantheon and Destiny Barrier. I am taking the one with the ally res in it. I found it, really useful to not only get the boost to your resistances and all that with the barrier, but to actually revive allies. It helps. So that's where I'm at so far on there. I'm running as usual +3 × 6 basically for time constraints. Earlier I was running at +4 × 6. He doesn't really have a problem. Like I said, with stone armor, you basically got your granite armor as your oh crap button to fall back on, but I don't really use it too much. I was facing some defilers earlier. They wanted to gang up on me, and I did have to pop that every once in a while. Don't really like using it. I believe there's a decrease to your damage and stuff like that for whenever you use it, but your resistances go through the roof, so it is nice to use. I'm going to be taking on, I believe, Banished Pantheon all throughout this. I might actually run into another Ravager. I don't know. We'll see. But anyway, here we go. Let's see what we can do.
You came in swinging.
did want to also say, I forgot about this because it's not really in my, enhancements or anything like that, but I actually use Sands of Mew, how the prestige power you get from the start bender. It's just another attack with my focused accuracy and the damage increase. It can actually do decent damage. I believe it's like 14 points per hit. We'll see here. That's 19 for them. And it hits for what, 7-8 times? So, it's actually kind of a viable attack. Plus, again, the same reason I took, boxing. It just gives me, another attack. Otherwise, I would just basically have, my 4 attacks here. So now I have 6 with boxing and Sands of Mew. Increases, the time I actually get to keep busy, and I'm not just relying totally on, irradiated ground and mud pots to just take out all the guys. With radiation melee, he actually does really good damage for a tanker. I believe it's not Atom Smash. Devastating Blow, the way I have it slotted, it has a potential. It doesn't hit for that very often, but it has a potential to do about 550 points of damage. So, as far as tankers go, that's actually really good damage. I do like radiation melee. Like I said, some of the powers are slow activation times, but it balances out with high damage output. So, it's actually pretty good. I did enjoy this build. He was a tough build, hard to hit. This is during a 22nd anniversary event. Had a guy in one of my teams was actually trying to hit me with his toy bat that he had gotten for a present off of opening up one of the anniversary, what are they called, pods or whatever, and he couldn't even hit me with his toy bat. He just swung like 6-7 times, and I was just laughing at him the whole time. It's like, yeah, Stone Tanker, you're not gonna hit me. So he has a tough build. I really enjoyed this one. Yeah, give it a shot. Stone it's hard to balance out, but if you do, they're really tough. Anyway, if you like this video, you want to see more like it, make sure you like, subscribe, leave a comment if you want. I try to reply to everybody. Don't always get on there, but I'm a little slow replying sometimes, but I try to read everybody's comments. Anyway, that's it. Take care, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.